Hello again, I'm Jim Lampley. When Nonito Donaire first arrived on American soil as an impoverished child from the same island in the Philippines that produced Manny Pacquiao, he was a shy introvert, bullied on the schoolyards of California's Bay Area. Now, 20 years later, he's one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in boxing and was widely chosen as 2012's Fighter of the Year. Here now, Nonito Donaire's greatest hits.
February 2011, Donaire challenged Fernando Montiel for the bantamweight title. The Filipino Flash showcased his speed and power early in a fight that wouldn't make it out of the second round.
Good right hand and a left, drops Montiel! And Russell Moore is gonna let it continue, now he stops it. Nonito Donaire with a counter left after absorbing a right. He's on top of the world tonight.
February 2012. Following a win over Omar Narvaez, Donaire moved up to 122 pounds and faced off with Wilfredo Vasquez Jr. for a vacant belt. After a patient start, Donaire found an opening in round 3.
And he rips Vasquez with a left hook lead. Can he finish him now?
That just shows how much power that he has for a small fighter.
Vasquez gets out of the corner and kind of grins as if that's a victory.
An overly cautious Vasquez finally began engaging in the middle rounds.
Hard right hand by Vasquez, his best punch of the fight.
He's wanting Vasquez to come and give him more opportunities to counterpunch.
Hard left hook by Donaire momentarily wobbled Vasquez.
With Vasquez taking a more aggressive approach, Donaire perfected his timing in round 9.
What a couple of punches. Tremendous uppercut and the left hook to put him down.
There we saw some signs of that quick-handed power.
Battling through a ruptured vein in his left hand, Donaire claimed a split decision victory, winning a super bantamweight title. July 2012, 122-pound unification bout with Jeffrey Matabula. The South African stood 4.5 inches taller than Donaire, and the Filipino Flash tried to neutralize that advantage quickly.
Well, when Donaire closes the gap, he negates the height advantage for Matabula.
And that's what Nonito has to do, just get close to him and put those big punches on him and try to get him out as quick as he can.
Matabula was willing to trade inside with Donaire, but left himself open at the end of round 4.
Go! Left hand drops Matabula.
First down in his career, he's been down on the canvas, a left hand near the end of round 4.
Bouncing back from the knockdown, Matabula kept up an active work rate, but Donaire continued to land the bigger shots, wearing his opponent down in the championship rounds.
See what happens when he uses his jab.
Sets up the right hand there.
He hurt Matabula with that right hand, I guarantee. That's why Matabula is not punching now.
He looks like he broke his jaw, Roy, the way he's hanging open.
Fighting through a broken jaw, Matabula lasted all 12 rounds, but Donaire claimed a unanimous decision victory. October 2012. Japanese veteran Toshiaki Nishioka put his 16-fight win streak on the line to challenge Donaire. As in most recent fights, Donaire's opponent was cautious early.
And Nishioka so far seems intimidated by Donaire's power.
Donaire right here is landing some good body shots, as you see, landing a good straight right to the head every now and then, and that's all he can get. So just take what you can get until the store opens up.
By round 6, Nishioka finally began opening up, and Donaire capitalized.
See that left uppercut right there? That's the shot because he's holding that right hand up.
Oh, Nishioka down. Short shot inside. Right hand over the top, straight right hand. Nishioka says, bring it on. Left hand from Donaire.
As Nishioka chose to engage, it became apparent he couldn't compete with the power of Donaire.
There they go, opening up power shots. Left hand to the body by Donaire scores. Nishioka steps in with a combination. Oh, down goes Nishioka from a counter shot. Now the referee steps in and stops it.
Nishioka's corners jumped in to protect him.
Anytime he chose to truly fight back, he got dropped.
December 2012. Donaire's 4th fight of the calendar year saw him squaring off with Jorge Arce. The Mexican veteran had built his career on entertaining action fights, and Donaire was happy to engage in round 2.
The left hook upstairs, and there goes Arce to the canvas on a quick, short, straight right hand.
The aggression of Arce played right into Donaire's hand, bringing the night to an end in round 3.
And here's Donaire looking for the knockout, and Arce's down again. Second knockdown of the fight for Nonito Donaire, and Jorge Arce is rubbing a glove against his left eye. Good right hand by Donaire, and another left uppercut. And down goes Arce on a brilliant left hook, and that just might be that, and it is.
He has one of the best left hooks in the business today. When he hits him with that, it's usually lights out.
Nonito Donaire with his 4th win of 2012.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the fighting city of Belfast, Northern Ireland, it's your challenger, Ryan Burnett.
Coming into the first bell, you focused on what you have to do, and that focus is being that other person.
The circumstances are pretty extraordinary. Packed SSC arena.
When I was growing up, it was at that time when there was a lot of trouble and a lot of violence.
Police have braced for rioting across Belfast.
The attacks have been widespread and sustained.
I was always involved in it, and I'd always seen the violent side of it. My dad, he was always fighting with me, messing about with me, but it was installed in me to fight, and when I got hurt, to fight back. He would tell me to keep going, and he was burying that in me at the age of 4.
Right hand there, a couple of right hands in a row.
How deep you have to go in a fight in terms of the well, or your desire, your guts and everything else. Every champion, every fighter has to show that at some point, and with Ryan I know it's there.
A little smile on the face there of Ryan Burnett. There is a fair amount of blood coming from that cut.
I could feel warm blood just constantly running down my face. I didn't care. If anything, I wanted more.
Big right shot, big right hand for Burnett, and Haskins is down.
After the 12th round, the first thing I said to Adam was, have I won it? And he said, yeah, you've won. They called a split decision.
Jericho scores the contest 119-107.
My heart dropped, and I thought to myself, wow, they're going to take it from me here. You hear of all these crazy decisions around the world, and they're going to favour the champion.
Of your winner from Belfast,
The first time you win a world title, you've realised a dream and you satisfy those sort of desires and the emotions of happiness.
The right man has won. Burnett has got the title. That's just soaking the celebrations.
It was as if a massive pressure had just been lifted off me, and it was, I could briefly say to myself, I've done it now. I've done it. It was incredible. It was an incredible feeling, and I really am looking forward to hearing the same words on October 21st.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Belfast. And as always, you've done yourselves proud, a great turnout, and so you should too, because here we have something very, very special.
He doesn't see himself as world champion until he's beaten the other world champions out there.
To stand out as a star, you have to be willing to take those fights that others won't. And to move into a unification fight against someone like Zakhianov in your first defence is incredible.
As soon as the fight got announced, I started visualising this. I started thinking about what's it going to be like being in there with him, how's it going to feel.
The fight should be an extension of what you've done in the gym.
Nice. He's slick again.
Pretty obvious what Zakhianov brings to the table. He's bullish in his attitude, just wants to try and bully and get his heavy hands on you. So he'll constantly try and make you work, get up close and let his hands go.
They might be mad taking a fight like this so soon after. You know, in the old days, you'd win a world title, you're selling a load of tickets, the city loves you, you just come back and have a couple of nice defences. Now you have a chance to actually set up a legacy for yourself by winning these kind of fights.
It all depends how people are brought up and how they're tuned to life, what kind of things they've had to face. In my life, I've faced a lot of tasks that other people haven't had to face, which has given me a hunger that a lot of people don't have. I know I've got that dark side that I can always turn to, and I know that's in me. It's been in me my whole life.